Well, well, well. The dribble is on. It's 11 o'clock. The dribble is on. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Denver and Boston playing. And I want to play too. So y'all come on in here. Let me play. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yizzo. Scoob TV, what up? Doo-doo. He said, what we on tonight? I'm on ginger and turmeric. Doom, doom, doom. What up? I'm on ginger and turmeric. I don't like watching the Denver Nuggets. I don't. Bullet the barber, man. Let's make it happen, pimp. I'm going to give you a whole lot of insight. Whole lot. Every dollar be well worth it. I had a feeling he was taking a shot at you with that post. Somebody sent it to me, and I believe he was too, but before I can do anything, Hassan went and gun butted him. Hey, yo. Bullet the barber, you've been in my chat for a minute. You know what I mean? I'm familiar with your name. What's good? He said you still doing burpees? Definitely. Look at what it look like. Hey, yo. Harlem Shakur, what's up, man? Live by the code 2.0. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. I did a interview tonight, this evening. It was brief, like 30 minutes with theherbspot.com. And we talked about some holistic healing and shit like that. Talk about how to eliminate mucus from your body. We all know Dr. Sebi said that mucus was basically the foundation of all diseases and shit. Word. Doom, doom. She said, I had a feeling he was taking a shot at you with that post. He wasn't taking no shot at me because he was talking about motion. He don't got enough international flights to be talking about me. Motion means passport stamps. That's what it mean to me. He said, you seen that white journalist try to clown THRU? I heard something about it, but nah. I'll look into it when I get up off of here. What was the turning point of you quitting? My acting career. I'm kind of hot. A lot of people reaching out to my agent and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it might be time to go, and it's going to require a smile. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be going to him with the tobacco teeth and all of that. That's just the truth. Anyway, Germaine Champagne. I seen your video, Germaine. They sent it to me. And I'm going to approach it as if you wasn't talking to me, because we all know when it comes to motion between me and you, you don't get on enough flights. You don't. You kind of like a local rapper. You a local Brooklyn rapper. The furthest you gonna go is Connecticut, New Jersey. The further you go away from New York, the chill factor starts to the chill factor starts to come into play. You know what I'm saying? He said it's crazy. Back then I thought he was the biggest gangster in New York. Yeah, them hoodlum bully niggas and shit, they get to carry it on, and they will create an image, and some people might buy into it, but no, he's not the biggest gangster in New York. That would go to Rod Diggs. That would be Rod Diggs, my man. So, Germaine Champagne, you made a video, and before I could say anything, Hassan ran over there and gun butted you. Hassan hit you upside the head with the gun like the police did Oprah Winfrey in Color Purple 1. Gun butted him. Hassan don't allow you to say nothing. He was bullying chumps. They say Rod Diggs slapped up his brother. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, he was, you know, we all know his resume and shit like that. But before I could say anything to you, Hassan went and gun butted you. You know what I'm saying? Haas, you gotta save me some, man, when it comes to these licks. When these licks get the, hey, man, you got to save me some. You went over there and gun butted him before I can get a hold of him. Germaine Champagne, you don't have no fucking motion, loser. You're a thief. I have to constantly remind you of this. Seem like you got some type of deficiency up there and shit. That's probably all that box time that you did. You know y'all like to brag about how long you was in the hole. You know what I'm saying? As if it don't psychologically affect you and shit. But you don't have no fucking motion, pimp. I don't know who told you that. Your motion, you kind of like, at this point, you doing your best, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But since you talking motion and people hating on you and shit like that, I want to interject. Hassan can't have all the fun. Hassan rung you up for about 45,000. That's gonna turn into about 800-900. I need a few dollars too. Germaine, you're a fucking thief, my man. You stole that fucking chain, that fake chain from Troy Ave when it hit the ground. I have to remind you of this. You not thorough. Niggas with motion don't steal chains, and you had a relationship with Troy Ave. Why must we go through this again? You had a relationship with Troy Ave. He's from Brooklyn. And when his chain hit the ground, you didn't return it. You held it for 7 years. And when you brought it out after 7 years, it was in mint condition. You know why? Because you was polishing that motherfucker and wearing it. You was wearing it. Yeah. Yep, you was wearing it. Let's go back to the Urban Plaza situation. The night your girl got clapped up. You ran up out of there with one designer shoe on and Troy Ave's chain. And you held it for 7 years. You did. Niggas with motion don't even have the same chain after 7 years. Motherfucker beating went through a couple of chains after 7 years. You got the same stolen chain. You know what I'm saying? Shame on you for even implying that somebody was hating on you. You are the original hater. Let's go back to you putting Wu-Tang Clan on I think it was a obituary or some shit like that. The nerve of you. That's what you did. You put Wu-Tang Clan on a bit in one of your music videos. I think you might have put him in a casket or some shit like that. And then we watched you hating on Gravy. Gravy was way nicer than you, pimp. You kind of got the best of that situation. Gravy went on to be an actor, but Gravy could rap. He was way better than you. You was hating on him. You was hating on Little C's. If you can explain to anybody your conflict with Little C's, we might give you the benefit of the doubt. But you never had no issue with Little C's. You was just hating, trying to be noticed. You know what I'm saying? You was hating on Rough Riders. You was hating on everybody who was doing better than you. And then you came on talking about motion. It's YouTubers doing better than you. We all know this. You tried your hand at YouTube. Remember Kitchen Talk? Terrible. Shit was terrible. You had to pack it up real fast. I think the highlight of Kitchen Talk was you tricking Little C's into coming over there. Yep. That didn't work out for you. You went over to Angela Yee's platform and you sabotaged her interview with Dave Mays and Suge Knight. You know what I'm saying? So don't call anybody a hater. You could have had some motion if you would have interviewed Suge Knight correctly, but you ain't got no goddamn sense. You thought you was doing something slick and you sabotaged the shit. You a saboteur. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I want you to do, Germaine Champagne? This is your last chance. You should go to bars on 9-5. You should go to bars on I-95, man. Let us see what you got. Funk Master Flex, the freestyle we want to see what you got. That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? We want to see you going up the bars on 9-5, man, and try your luck. Hey, yo, you've been around probably since 2004, 2004, yeah, around that. Have you ever went and rapped? Have you ever went to anybody's platform and got in front of the mic and rapped? Anybody? Has anybody ever seen this nigga in front of a microphone rhyming? Have y'all? Never. Never. It's because you suck. You don't have any skills and shit. You suck. Yeah, buddy. Nobody's hating on you, man. You's a low life thief, my nigga, and your little buzz and shit that kind of fizzle out around Connecticut, New Jersey, and shit like that. You don't have any emotion. You need to stop that. Nobody listens to your music, G. Your music got the shelf life of about 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Nobody listens to it but you and the engineer that got to mix that shit. After that, once it comes to the general public, that shit be cooked after about 72 hours and shit. Remember your song, This Is My City? That's why you constantly rap about Brooklyn and, my city. Like, you're a local rapper and shit because that's where your fan base is, right there and shit. You know what I'm saying? You probably should try to book you some shows, man, on the Elks Club circuit. That probably will work out for you. I think you probably can pack a Elks. Aside from that, nobody's buying a ticket to see you nowhere. You suck, my nigga. You do. Nobody's hating on you, pimp. Nobody. Once you were dead, Jim Jones, he's a hustler motherfucker. He tried to see if he could package you. We seen a lot of his stunts, Bird Gang, he does this and shit. He tried to repackage you and that shit didn't work. Lobby Boys. Shit was corny as fuck. Then y'all tried some other shit. Vampire Fit or some old shit like you was gonna get in shape. That didn't work. You're just terrible, my nigga. And you had that chain for 7 years. You've yet to explain why you had that chain for 7 years, being that you and Troy Ave, both from Brooklyn, and y'all had a relationship. You've never explained that. You know what I'm saying? You never ever explained that. But Elks, the Elks Club, American Legion, all that type of shit. The Post, ain't that what they call them? Yeah, you probably can do that circuit. But hating on you, nobody's hating on you, pimp. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's hating on you. I believe that you probably was referring to me because I mentioned you during my live, with Hassan and shit. But before I can retaliate, Hassan ran over and gun butted you. I looked up. Hassan had made another video about your motherfucking ass, man. You better quiet down. When Haas is on the set, nigga, you better pipe down. Yo, you said Gully a whole comedian. This dude is easy, man. He deserves the ridicule. He deserves everything and shit. Whenever I get a chance, man, I try to hit this nigga with the people's elbow. Try to go off the top ropes on this nigga, man, because he's fucking wrecked, man. He sucks. This is hip hop. You can't be a part of this shit if you suck. And you suck, my nigga. Terrible. Talking about motion. You don't have no fucking motion. If you want to convince us of you having any motion, we need to see your passport, pal. And we all know that you ain't going nowhere and shit. Imagine you having a show in California. Not gonna happen. Texas. Not gonna happen. Chicago, Detroit. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Somebody might feel desperate and book you in Chicago and shit, you know what I mean? But you might get some Midwest rhythm. Some concert promoter probably feel he could just put you on a flyer and something might happen, but you suck, my nigga. You suck. He said, I know you not watching the game, but man, Tatum is soft and has no heart. He said, why did Jimmy even try with him? I believe once they became friends, Jim took a liking to him and told him, man, I can help you out, man. Just roll with me and shit. But I believe that privately, when Jim is amongst them Harlem niggas, he says, man, don't nobody like him, man. That's my man and shit, man. But don't nobody, people don't like this nigga. We don't. You suck. This is hip hop. And if you want to thrive in this, man, you got to bring something to the table. You started off on the wrong foot. You dissed Wu-Tang Clan and you dissed a bunch of motherfuckers that's doing way better than you and shit. And you got the nerve to say somebody's hating on you. Hating is what you was doing to Gravy, my nigga. That's hate. But, yeah, pal, you're just an old-fashioned thief. I ain't got much more I can do to you, man, because like I said, before I can get to your ass, Hassan went off the top ropes on you. He don't play around, man. Hassan pays his bills with you niggas and shit. Whenever he get in a pickle, make him a Mano video and shit. Because you're wreck. You're wreck. I know you never seen this back in like 2005 when you was running around slapping motherfuckers and shit like that. You're a victim of karma. That's why you can't strike a match right now. Karma. Bullying motherfuckers and shit like that. Nobody likes a guy like that. You know what I mean? No matter how you try to act like you've changed, you just flat out suck. You waited for Alpo to get killed to say some old slick shit. People even like Poe better than you. Poe got more fans than you. Nobody likes you, my nigga. Fucking loser and shit. Talking about somebody hating on you. Talking about when you got motion. You ain't got no fucking motion, loser. Niggas with motion don't steal chains, my nigga. What you was doing with that fucking stolen chain? Explain that. You not in a million years can you explain getting on that live stream with Troy Ave's chain that was stolen almost 7 years ago. That's 100% bum shit. So how can you declare yourself having any type of motion? You're a thief. You probably can't even pay your fucking bills without scamming and shit. You know what I'm saying? Can someone tell me the best Mano rap song? Rumors. Rumors. I don't think he wrote that. He said, Young Bird watching is dying right now. He choked that white boy. So when motherfuckers get a hold of your ass on this internet, don't ask why. And ain't nobody hating on you, fam. You just kind of like job security and shit. You know what I'm saying? Whenever somebody don't got no motion, it's always you. You're always available. You know what I'm saying? Because you got so many holes in your fucking defense. You got so many holes. You're easy. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't know him without Lil' Kim. Mixtape, nigga. You dig? He said nigga was lame for that. He's a thief. Trying to act like he's thorough. Yeah, when you this and that and when you got your own thing going on, nobody pays it. Dude, shut the fuck up. Thief. You're a fucking thief. You picked up Troy Ave's chain for 7 years. You had it for 7 years, and you was wearing it in music videos. Germaine Champagne, he said, Gully roasting this nigga with the truth. It's easy to put a thief in. It's just easy to put a thief in check. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we got the tapes. We do. Him and Uncle Murder was cool. Left his girl but grabbed the chain. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? That nigga thought he came up, yo. It's a jeweler somewhere in New York City that he took that to get appraised, and they broke the bad news to him. This is Moist Tonight, pimp. And you still kept it. He said she was bad, too. She wasn't bad enough for him to pick her up off the ground and take her, run out the club with her. He preferred the chain over her. He preferred Troy Ave's chain over her. Gully, you on all these niggas' neck. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I only get to moving when I'm summoned. You know what I'm saying? He said, he all right, bro. You just got good points. No, he's not. He's not all right. He's the type of nigga that'll steal out your house and shit. If you like hanging with a motherfucker, let's say you got on a pair of sweatpants and you riding around with a nigga like Maine and you get out the car, a couple dollars fall out your sweats and shit, he will pick that shit up and put it in his pocket. He's not gonna return it to you. He just showed you that with Troy Ave and shit. He could have gave that nigga that chain back. He stole it. Old-fashioned thief. Going through your change drawer. Yeah, type motherfucker still change out your ashtray and shit like that. Old-fashioned thief. He went to prison for kidnapping his connect. Who does dumb shit like that? Don't kick him out. Don't kick him out. You gotta leave me. You gotta leave a few niggas for me to pummel in here. Many people don't know that Jay-Z's song Already Home was mostly about Mano. I doubt Jay-Z would even acknowledge Mano. I doubt that. I don't believe that. He said, use the change that he stole out your ashtray to wash his clothes at the laundromat. He was wearing that chain. Yeah, pal. I couldn't get to you, Germaine. I couldn't get to you. Hassan beat me to it. He don't allow you to say anything. But I agree with him. And I disagree with you. Nobody's hating on you, my nigga. Most people are doing, it's niggas punching a clock doing better than you. You know what I'm saying? You try to put on the air that you're successful, but it's impossible because you're not selling anything. Not selling no music, not selling no merch. Rarely getting booked, man. You probably get booked, you know what I'm saying, around New Jersey and Connecticut and shit like that. Rhode Island, all that kind of shit. Parts unknown. But aside from that, nothing. He said, I thought Mano was the hand of God. He used that hand of God to steal Troy Ave's chain and got the nerve to say somebody's hating on him. Nobody's hating on you, fam. Everybody's doing better than you. But I'm not going to get on here and compare your career to mine. That's totally lopsided. You know what I mean? Germaine with the pilfered chain. Facts. I was never feeling Mano. He has a weird way of talking like he the biggest gangster of all time. Mano is a fucking jerk. He's a fucking jerk. Thief. He said, stop, he is sorry. Nah. He said somebody's hating on him when in fact, he got on his platform and said this out of his mouth. He said, we need to, all my real niggas, to all my real niggas, we need to stop giving these niggas, we need to stop giving these niggas our story. This is what he says. He was referring to me and shit. Germaine. Mano still was shorty that got shot at the club. Are you serious? Are you serious? Your Angela Yee's co-host after Kitchen Talk failed. That shit was terrible. You need to be reminded of that. I caught one of those PA nets. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you. I knew he was a clown when he wore a jersey that was half Mets, half Yankees. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Don't do that. He said, Mano doesn't have a story. He messed up en route and did time. My man said, Mano, you need to be with me working 14-hour days, moving boxes. I can get him in the door. $23 an hour. He probably should look into that because entertain. He said kitchen kitchen talk had a grease fire. Frank's video is fire. Benny Franks is fire. He is. Harlem. Don't zap these niggas so quick, man. I need to. Hassan can't have all the fun, man. You gotta leave some bodies in here. Why was Mano going at Suge like that? He wasn't going at Suge. He was playing with Suge because Suge's in prison and he knows Suge don't pose no threat to him from where he at. That's basically what it was and shit. Remember when Mano said he liked white girls, like for white girls to treat him? He said, remember he said he liked for white girls to treat him like a slave? Germaine. Ramadan is Monday, right? Hold on. Hustle Man, hold on. Is that Hustle Man from the Bronx? Is that Kiani? He said, yeah, it's me. You lucky I ain't seen you in person in recent years. I was gonna slap your little ass down. I seen that video that you made with China Bremen, them niggas. You had my name in your mouth all fucked up. Bitch ass nigga. I don't fuck with you, dick rider. Coming in here want some acknowledgement. Get your goofy ass up out of here, nigga. I seen that shit you did. You lucky I ain't run into your little ass. I told Aunt I was gonna pick you up by your ankles and shake all the change out your fucking pocket. Coming in here talking about Ramadan Kareem. I don't fuck with you, Kafir. Coming here try to give me the salams. Know my name Jamil Ali. Get your dick riding ass up out of here. Groupie. Harlem, now kick that bitch ass nigga out of here. Fuck out of here, clown. Another nigga to wear fake ass jewelry. He thought he was gonna come in here and get love. I seen that shit you said about me, pussy. Fuck out of here. This little nigga is 5 foot. And while you here, I'm gonna tell everybody, the first time I met you, unchoked your ass out when we was in Miami. You know what I'm saying? You got the nerves to say some slick shit about me and a nigga that's 5'2" choked your ass to your knees in Miami. Remember that? Now, y'all go to Unkasa page, go to Unkasa's IG and say, yo, you choked that nigga Hustle Man out in front of Gully? Yes, he did. Choked his ass the fuck out. Nigga told Un he was gonna give him X amount of money, right? We got to Miami, he got brand new. Said some slick shit, unpounced on that nigga. First motherfucker I seen unpit bullshit. This little creep. Yeah, now kick his bitch ass out of here. I don't fuck with you, pussy. Coming here, dick riding, talking about Ramadan Kareem. I don't fuck with you, clown. Mr. CR, what's up? Johnny, what's up? Coming here like we down or something. Yeah, unchoke that nigga the fuck out, yo. Hold on. He said, bro, come on, you got ran off your own block. I ain't never got ran off of no. I wanted them bum ass niggas to get the fuck from in front of my store. I don't want to fight you, nigga. Get all three, four of you niggas, get the fuck from in front of my store because I got shit to tend to. And the Pepsi truck gonna be them pulled up right here. And I need y'all to be the fuck from around here right now. Talk about I ain't get ran no motherfucking where. I'm a boss, clown. But yeah. And since we here, y'all should do a where are they now? Y'all should do a where are they now? Look them niggas up, see how they doing in life. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. That's some sucker shit. I don't know what the fuck Mike thinking. This dick ride niggas came in here talking about some Ramadan Kareem. Think I ain't see that shit? You was on, you had a live stream. You, China Brim and somebody else. You on there acting like you don't know me, like we ain't been in the same space before. That's why you've never been successful, Kiani. You know what I'm saying? Once your days is over of selling fake clothes and mixtapes on 45th and Broadway, once your days of selling fake clothes is over with, you've been washed ever since. It's been hard. You rotten niggas don't deserve nothing. Don't deserve nothing. He said Mike got a little lawsuit coming up. Boom, 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 boom. 500 million for that fight. That nigga ain't getting no five. That's $500 million. Somebody told you that? You really believe that? Hell yeah, that nigga used to sell fake clothes on 45th. Ask Un. Yes. Y'all know him. You niggas from New York. Y'all remember the littlest nigga from the Taliban. Little Puerto Rican half and look like he mixed with some shit. Him. Back when they was filming Taliban TV, he wanted to be a rapper too. He was garbage. Been hard up ever since. He said, how you gonna talk about the brother like that? He ain't my fucking brother. He's about as much as my brother as them niggas that shot Malcolm X in the Audubon ballroom. Them the type niggas be around and shit. Ruthless, low-life creeps. Doo-doo-doo. Can't believe that nigga came in here like that. I'm gonna call Un as soon as I get the fuck up off here. And I'll bring Un on here. Y'all go ask him. Un, you choked a nigga out in front of Gully before in Miami? That nigga, everything around this nigga mouth turned white when Un had two hands on this nigga neck. Un was choking this nigga with two hands. And he was growling. I'm looking at Skibo, because I'm about to knock his little ass out because I didn't know him. And I'm with Un at the time. Like, I hadn't been around this dude for 5 minutes. And I see fisticuffs and shit. Like, I'm with the nigga that I'm with. And I'm like, shit, I'm already choking this nigga out and shit. Like, this normally turned into a robbery and shit. Debo like, no. True story. Yes, he was choking a nigga with two hands and was growling like a pit bull. I swear to God. Kiani. Remember choked you in Miami? Now, this is what y'all do. Y'all go hit Un up and say, we need you to bring back Unkasa true hip-hop stories and tell us about the time you choked Hustle Man out in front of Gully in Miami. He said, roast Mr. K2. He said he a grown man. Yeah, they kind of like the same size. Unchoked his ass the fuck out. He did. After he got up off of him and shit, I'm like, man, you feel better? Yeah, I feel better. Oh, shit. But, yeah, he said that's crazy. Yeah, true story. I was about to knock his ass out then and shit. I didn't even know him. This is my first time in Miami. I don't know nobody but Un and Skibo. He was already there when we got there and shit, so I don't know him like that. He said he got choked out of Miami. Yes. Y'all can ask Un. Go to Instagram, ask Un. He'll tell you, yeah, I choked that bitch ass nigga. He's playing around. Do-do. Are you going to be a regular on the Academy channel? I don't even know what that is all like that. I was in that building before. It's somewhere in New Jersey, I think Jersey City. And that was Troy Ave's situation. So, nah, I ain't taking it serious, man. I'm acting now and shit, man. I'm halfway there and shit. Ben Simmons out for the year again, stealing money. Nigga coming here talking about some Ramadan Kareem. Eat a dick, loser. We want an UEV interview. He's in jail. He said, who the worst, more thief, Mano or my son? Them niggas is on the same level. Just, Mano is an arrogant thief. He's an arrogant thief. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's on film with Troy Ave, stolen chain, right? Even though we got him on tape with the stolen chain, he still tries to carry himself like he's thorough. You the first person in history that busted yourself with a stolen chain. What were you doing with a fake chain for 7 years, fam? Damn. He said Mano. Hassan got busy on Mano about on his channel. Hassan always running around, smacking Mano around. He said, my son way better than Chano. Yeah. He probably still got the chain. I watched Cream the other day. Good shit. Mano started out hating on fucking Gravy. Gravy was a rapper from Brooklyn. Used to rap with Desert Storm. He used to be on songs with Ransom and Hitchcock and them niggas. Yeah. I forget what was the name of Ransom and Hitchcock group. But Gravy was like that on the DVDs. He was kind of like one of the bigger, rappers in Brooklyn at the time. He was bigger than Uncle Murder at the time. It was really like just Mano. I mean, not Mano. Papoose and Gravy. They was kind of like the guys and shit. He must have went at Gravy because Gravy didn't, must not have had a support system like Papoose. Pap was with that nigga Moose and them niggas and shit. So he didn't want that, so he went after Gravy and shit. True story. That's Jamal Woolard. We gonna laugh about your ass on the set of my next movie and shit. They telling me that Gravy gonna be in part 2 of Cream and shit, so we probably be in the same trailer bidding off your goofy ass. Gully, he knew the chain was fake. Had to go to the jewelry store at least once. He did, but before he did that, he wore that in his video. Exact same chain. And I'm the one that busted him. I'm the one that told Troy Ave where the chain was. Here it is. He still got it. He was in this music video with it. Young News, Mano, Uncle Murder, Gravy was beefing. He said, what about the key to Brooklyn? I'm glad you said that. That shows you how much inactivity is going on in Brooklyn musically. For them to highlight him, for them to acknowledge him, that shows you how dormant it has become over there and shit. You know what I'm saying? Before him, 6ix9ine was popping in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Pop Smoke got killed. It was nothing left. Like, Papoose, he's going through his shit, his girl fucking and shit. It's just dark over there. Very dark. So Mano was somebody that I guess they wanted to. It ain't like he doing anything though, like to deserve these things. Like, why would he be given the key to anything and shit? Now we got a question. Any jewelry that Mano wears? Bingo. He said it's DOA in Brooklyn. Casanova's in jail. Bobby Shmurda got out of jail and did nothing. He did nothing. That first song, that hot nigga with the little dance, it was all good just a week ago. He never could figure anything else out, man. Bobby could not figure nothing else out. Boom, boom. My man said Casanova was trash. Rowdy Rebel, he should have hooped. He got a nice little hoop game and shit. But music, nope. Tony Yale's better than him. He said, Gully, you got a way of breaking a nigga character down to a T. You know why? I live behind a camera. I live behind the camera. I be watching these niggas. And I interviewed Mano before earlier in his career. I did. He's on one of my DVDs. I interviewed him back in the day. Years later, this nigga get online and try to tell motherfuckers not to get on my platform. He done forgot he was on my shit. Don't you know the DVDs is all you had, man? You didn't have no talent. DVDs is walking up in the hood filming whoever was rapping on the corner. He says shows use a good judgment of character. Cold low life. So what about Jimmy? Jimmy's the best member of the Diplomats. Y'all keep saying my dream's crazy since I stopped smoking. It's not. I lift weights. I just ate some oatmeal and shit, man. I'm gonna watch this game and I'm out. Bobby was a one-hit wonder. Jim's official musically and shit. We was listening to some Jim Jones music earlier today. Jim got a great body of music. He do. Can't be denied. Mano suck. That nigga suck, yo. That nigga songs, man. I don't even know why he shoot videos, man. I don't know why you spend money on videos, my nigga. When motherfuckers only gonna watch it one time. Motherfuckers tune into your video to see what the fuck you doing. Yep, some old bullshit. No replay value whatsoever. He don't. No replay value. Terrible. Talking about somebody hating on him. I couldn't get to your ass soon enough, man. Hassan hopped on you before I could. So, this is what's left. All I got is what's left of his carcass. Why you stop smoking? Hustle Man crying on Mac Live. Who, Mac me? Saying you was talking shit about him. I was gonna slap the fuck out of his little ass. He's a little ass, little bitty piece, little ass nigga. He's a creep. Talk about me and then come here talking about Assalamu Alaikum. You just like them niggas that killed Malcolm X. Just like them niggas that killed Malcolm X. Dangerous ass, larceny, heart full of larceny ass nigga. You gotta be aware of them motherfuckers, man. Gotta be aware of them niggas, man, with them koofies and shit, man. I'm from Pennsylvania, man. I done seen it go up with the niggas with the koofies in jail and shit. Like, the Islam and the kufi thing, that don't mean that a motherfucker's morally correct. That nigga came in here talking about some motherfucking Ramadan Kareem. No, he was on a live with China Brim and somebody else talking about me. And he was facilitating it. He had sound effects and all kind of shit. I called me and shit. I'm like, he said, did you see Keanu? I said, yeah, I seen that little bitch ass nigga. That's why I unchoked your monkey ass. Now, watching from the UK. Yo. You got any thoughts about Tyson versus Paul? I ain't feeling Mike for that. I ain't feeling Mike Tyson for that. I'm not even gonna lie. If I seen Mike Tyson somewhere, probably wouldn't ask for a picture. I grew up just loving Mike Tyson, man. I had the game Punch Out. I grew up in the air. The fuck is you doing, Mike? He could have gave Shannon Briggs that shot. We would have tuned in. You know what I'm saying? Shannon's from Brownsville. Him and Shannon could have pulled that off. Here you fighting this goofy ass. He's an internet media. He's an influencer / YouTube boxer. And he gonna go in there trying to hit Mike in his motherfucking face. He gonna go in there trying to drop Mike. He might not pull it off. Maybe he will. But if he land a punch on Mike, they gonna exaggerate it. Like he did something. Mike doing it for the funds. think he felt that Jake Paul was probably an easier situation because I done been around Shannon Briggs. Shannon Briggs is the biggest person that I've ever. He's the biggest nigga ever been on Gully TV, hands down. Shannon Briggs is the biggest motherfucker I've ever filmed in life. Straight up. That nigga tall, wide, and muscular. Big ass knots and shit. Like, y'all about to see him get in. He about to get in shape. He about to get in shape. He done already started. He said Mike's still a dog, though. Man, when Mike was leaving when Mike's boxing career was coming to an end, Mike was getting his ass kicked, yo. So, and he's still one of my favorites, man, but he's fucking up. But all of that, what you saying about him like being this great ball of fire, motherfucker fuck around, knock Mike old ass down. Mike 60. He got more money for Paul. You know why? Because they're gonna play off of people's emotions with the black versus white thing. That's number one. They're gonna do that. Number two, they want to build Jake Paul up to relevancy. Ain't no relevant white boxers all like that, especially for this goofy motherfucker to get a look. So it reminds me of the Jack Johnson situation and shit. They waited until Jack Johnson was an old man to put him in the fucking ring with a motherfucker like 6'6", 300 pounds. Motherfucker damn near killed Jack. You know what I'm saying? Had Jack fighting this motherfucker for 30 rounds and shit. Jack Johnson didn't fight this motherfucker for 10 rounds like a regular fight. They was fighting for 28 rounds or some shit. Like, basically, nigga, you gonna fight until you die. Or you gonna let this big white boy whoop you straight like that. That's what it remind me of. Doom, doom. This Clevo Mac. Oh, that's my man. I need a 10 and blue. Clevo, you might want to hit the DM. I probably could put that together for you because you're a frequent flyer and shit. You know what I'm saying? You deserve some blessings. He said Jack was 68. 100-round fights. He said after he moved to Cleveland, it was the beginning of the end. Subscribe to the channel. Good evening, everybody. Just came through here to holler at Germaine Champagne. Ain't nobody hating on you, my nigga. You suck. Like, you easy wreck. I can proudly say in front of everybody, you are ass. You know what I'm saying? You've been rapping 20 years. You ain't never went to bars on 9-5 or anything that resembled that. Y'all ever seen him in front of a mic? Like, put the beat on. Let's get it in. Have y'all ever seen him do that? Have y'all ever seen him do that? Anywhere. Put the beat on. Let's get it in. Nope. That's suicide. That's suicide. He'll get up there and get the stuttering and shit like Omillio. Like, yo. Dun, dun. He said, never. I ain't never seen it either. He said, if Jake knocked Mike out, I'm on the floor. O'Malley was like, niggas start hemorrhaging and shit. He said, damn, where O'Malley at? You know where he at? Standing off to the side, looking at Karma. I mean, that's his cousin. Meek is his cousin and shit. He probably still love him. He might even support him, but where's the Dream Chasers? What happened to the Dream Chasers? What happened to the Dream Chasers? He said he ain't knocking Mike out. What if Mike take the dive for a check? That's some nigga shit. What if Mike take the dive? They didn't probably had already discussed it. All right, man, we're gonna give you this much money. You gotta let him win, though. I seen a documentary about boxing in years past. They used to be telling black guys they gotta take a dive, and if you don't, promoter's not gonna book you anymore. So if you want to play the game, go in there and let this white boy knock you out. If not, nobody's gonna book you. You're blackballed. True story. They did it to lots of people. They did it to lots of people. He said Mike already took the L. The Dream Chasers did not want to bunny hop. Most of them Dream Chaser niggas probably was real Philly niggas and shit. He said Ken Norton. Doom, doom. Most of Mano's peers been on Flex and I-95. Now he not going though. He sucked. He probably ain't allowed to hit Tyson in the face because if you look at the Roy Jones, neither one of them hit each other in the face. I think that they signed contracts for it to be that way. I've seen Mike execute that body-head combination. I seriously doubt Mike gonna go in there and do that to this dude. If Mike do that body-head combination that he be doing, y'all seen him training doing that shit, that boom, boom, that death switch. I seriously doubt he go in there and do that. Because if he do it, he gonna kill him. You feel me? I bet the draw on Tyson versus Paul. Also, Holyfield went out bad in his last exhibition. Yeah. They wanna they wait until our champions are older. Now we gonna make you niggas look ordinary and shit. Gonna make you look bad. He said, yeah, he's still fast with power. You giving Jake Paul too much credit. No, I ain't. I got damn good sense. I know the nature of the devil. They put that boy in the ring with Mike with a motive. Don't think that they just want to. Do y'all think white America is feeding that young boy to Mike Tyson? Do y'all think that? Do y'all think that promoters or anybody that's white involved with that is feeding him to Mike Tyson? They didn't have some discussions on how this shit gonna go. I promise you, they didn't have some discussions on how this shit gonna go. Mano ain't nothing like Red Cafe. Red Cafe is like that. Dope ass music, dope projects. We probably still listening to Red Cafe because he's known as an excellent ghostwriter. We probably still listen to his music and don't even know that it's him. He said, man, that's a 60-year-old man. Jake promoting the fight. He wins no matter what. So he the one that put up the money. Can't lose. Why ain't Mike promoting it? So if Jake is the one that's promoting it, I'm pretty sure he has some leverage. Would prime Mike Tyson beat 90% of the current boxing world? Yes. In the end of Mike's career, he was losing to bums. That's what I'm trying to tell them here. Jake promotes all his fights. So you mean to tell me that, once again, they in the executive position? They in the executive position again, huh? They in control again, huh? Boxing is dangerous for a young man, let alone an older man. Didn't y'all see Bernard Hopkins get knocked out the ring when he was older? Y'all remember that? Bernard was screaming, a white boy had never beat me. A white boy ain't gonna never beat me. And got knocked out the ring. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? And the Bernard. Yeah, I know y'all remember that. He said, I forgot about that. That was painful to watch. This is the same Bernard Hopkins that dropped Oscar De La Hoya with a body shot. Got punched out the ring. Joe Calzaghe. Shit, the shit wicked. Germaine, I couldn't get to you because Hassan got to you before me. But, yeah, nobody's hating on you, my man. Nobody's hating on you. You, in fact, suck. You really suck. You probably one of the worst rappers that ever came out of New York and shit. Like, I could listen to Curtis blowing them niggas over you. I'm not joking. If I ruled the world, wear diamonds and pearls, I could tolerate that. Sugar Hill Gang, I could tolerate that. You know what I'm saying? Melly, Broken Glass, everywhere. He don't got nothing on none of them niggas. He don't. He don't. He don't. I ain't joking. Y'all know Kurt better than him. He sucks. This nigga ain't never been no good, man. Rumors was okay. I don't know if y'all remember Rumors and shit, but Mano really sucks, yo. Talk about he got motion. Nigga, if you got so much motion, let's see how many passport stamps you got. Let's see how many passport stamps you got, pal. Huh? Since you got motion. Yeah, when you got motion, Germaine, you stole Troy Ave's chain. You picked it up off the ground. You put it in your pocket. That don't sound like you got motion. Sound like you needed a chain. You know what I'm saying? And instead of purchasing one, you stole one from a guy from Brooklyn that you profess to have a relationship with. You always yelling out Brooklyn like, you know, you got it's love there and shit. But you stole his chain. You did. And if it was real, we never would have heard from it again. You never would have pulled it out. You'd have just wore that shit and that would have been the end of it and shit. You know what I mean? You thought that you was doing something slick to Troy by pulling it out. Nobody even knows why you got it, why you and Troy ended up on opposite sides and shit. Like, Troy did nothing to you. You just a piece of shit. Just a lowlife. He said Rumors was his, nah, that joint with the funeral shit, that was something else. That was called something else. It wasn't Rumors. The gunshots start going off. His girl got shot. He didn't pick her up. He didn't help her. He ran the fuck up out the door with Troy Ave chain. I'm telling you. That nigga felt in his mind, I got a rapper chain. This is at least minimum 10,000 that I just stole off the ground. Minimum. You feel me? That's what was in his mind. He thought he came up. He didn't give a fuck about nothing he left in that club. This a free 10 minimum. And it was fake. He said that song was Take It Like a Man. Dun, 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 dun. He said Troy Ave got on the stand. Troy Ave was on camera firing a gun. They want to know what the fuck you doing firing this gun in a club filled with people. Well, this guy just killed my friend and he was trying to kill me, but I fought for mine and shit. You dig, Your Honor? And that's how I ended up with the gun. I was fighting for mine, trying to survive. And yeah, I did fire a shot trying to get up out of there and shit. That's what happened with Troy Ave. And you know, all of the real niggas try to make it like he went up there and voluntarily was trying to put the nigga in jail. That shit was on camera. It's on camera. You dig? They wants, what are you doing firing this gun? This ain't even my gun, Your Honor. I took this from this motherfucker trying to kill me. So, doom, doom. Taxstone wrote the judge a letter. Y'all don't talk about that. When you claim self-defense, you have to give a statement. Doom, doom, doom. He said Maynard was Brooklyn's Benzino. He said that Hassan Ether was one of one. I didn't ask him for that. I tried to give him an ultimatum. I just reposted the video. That video of Hassan saying that he got lost on his way to grandmama's house. That lost and turned out video. You know what I'm saying? He said he was supposed to go to the store, but after Bambaataa house, he had to go back past Bambaataa house to get to the store. I just wanted to know because he called it the fun house. He called it the fun house. So I wanted to know. I'm like, damn, man, what's up with this? Like, what you mean the fun house? He took that as if I was dissing him. But I'm saying, like, what do you mean by the fun house? This is someone that you said molested you. How could you even describe it as the fun house? Maybe the house of horrors, but the fun house? And I told him, you know how to reach me, we could discuss it. We could have got on the live stream, we could have talked in the inbox, whatever. But I just want to know, what did you mean by it's the fun house? You know what he did? He went to go write himself a check. He went straight to the live stream with my name. You know what I'm saying? So, two can play that game, man. I can't have you going to hitting licks and I don't hit none. That's what it was. He went to go hit his lick with my name. You know what I'm saying? I can't let you just get off on my name and I don't get no money. You know what I'm saying? And when Mano did his little video talk about the haters, people hating on him, and when you got motion, he hopped on Mano ass. Hassan's a ball hog. He's a ball hog. He want to get all the goddamn money by himself. He said, I wish Sinful the P was alive. And he was kind of like smiling while he was talking about it, so that confused me. But I know him, so I asked him, and he gets some of my comments talk about, yeah, you trying to be funny and play mind games with me. I ain't trying to play mind games with you. I want to know what the fuck you meant by the fun house. Everybody want to know what you meant by that. Yeah, he's a ball hog. Nigga wanted to get all the money by himself. Man, I got to put one out. If you're gonna use my name, I got to put one out too. And I was giving him a pass. He said my name back in the summer, talking about he was beefing with Zip with the drip. I tried to help you and Gully TV to the Zip. Me and Zip was on the phone talking about music one day, and he was like, yo, G's, for the life of me, you gotta say something to Hassan, man. I'm like, for what? What did he say? And he told me, and then I went and I seen it for myself, and I still didn't say anything. You feel me? But Zip wanted me to get on his ass back in the summer. I still didn't say anything. You know what he did? He continued to say my fucking name. Bad move. Got adjectives for these niggas, man. Nah, I don't live in no fucking Poconos. He said, while telling the story, how you get molested and still be cool with the dude. Yeah. Wants to attack me. So, yeah, Hassan's a ball hog. You see, he hopped on Mano ass when Mano clearly was taking shot. That Mano video that Hassan just gun butted him for, he was talking about me. That video, he was talking about me. And before I could do anything, Hassan took the ball and ran off with it. You know what I'm saying? I think he's territorial about Maine and Jim Jones. He just ain't gonna let nobody get nothing off. That's his wreck. That's it. He been paying his bills with them niggas. Straight like that. Shout out to paidwear.com. I'm gonna put I don't have the apparel on right now, but tomorrow I'll be on. That's my man Jerron's clothing line, paidwear.com, man. He got a lot of dope shit. He said you could tell Gully got a lot of respect for Hassan. He didn't want to speak on Hassan. Once I piece it with you, it's supposed to be done. Me and him supposed to have been at peace. We didn't talk on the phone. A mutual acquaintance kind of like put us together. It was done. You can't be running around talking about, I tried to help you and Gully T. Dude, nigga, you delusional now. You bugging. I've been in this shit since 2004. You not helping me. I was around when you first came around with them big ass dirty white t-shirts on and shit like that. You talking about you helping somebody. I watched you develop a wardrobe. You know what I'm saying? That tickle y'all, huh? Hassan gun butted that nigga. Hassan gun butted him. I couldn't even get to him and shit. He was talking about me. Hassan tried to make it like it was about him. Hash, you know that nigga wasn't talking about you. You know that nigga wasn't talking about you. Hassan said, man, shit. I'm about to put up me some points too. You know what I'm saying? The 21st is coming. The 21st is coming fast. The 21st is payday. Hash like, no. I gotta get me something off. These New York City OGs play internet games and don't focus on the music. That's why Upstate got the flag. Carlito Freeze, you could be right. He said Hassan's wardrobe is super mid. Boom, 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 boom. Gully has crazy interviews and content. Hassan got allegations. Make sure y'all go watch that interview I did with dude from New York City Crime Spot. He stays still in content. Boom, boom, boom. Instagram at I am Gully TV _. Y'all can see how it happened. It's right there in my comments. I ain't exaggerating to y'all. For real. Carlito, I appreciate your super chat. Doom, 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 doom. Squad Cooks. Hey, man, I got to watch the rest of this basketball game. Germaine, I just came in here to just remind you, but it wasn't nothing left. There was nothing left after Hassan got a hold of you. It was nothing left for me, man, but just so you know, you're the original hater. You was hating on Wu-Tang Clan, Rough Rider, and a bunch of other motherfuckers and shit. So we don't want you and your delusions and shit to get this shit cloudy. You was hating on Gravy. We can go back through your resume. You know what I'm saying? Khaled Jackson, I appreciate your super chat. That Upstate wave over. Gully took too long to drop. Them special discs is trash. That's why he ain't this back. I don't know. The one disc got like 42,000 views. That's kind of abnormal for a disc for going on between some underground niggas. They almost put up 50,000. That's something to take serious. I'm surprised Mano still ain't pulled up as much as you let it be known where you're gonna be. I'm bigger than Mano. Mano don't want to be nowhere tussling with me. He don't. As a matter of fact, he asked somebody. We got a mutual acquaintance and shit. He kind of like tried to check somebody's temperature about me. And they told him, Jamil? Yeah, man. Look. Yeah, man. Straight up. So, nah, man. He don't want to do that, man. Niggas like him, he's a sucker. You know how you know he's a sucker? Because he pick on little niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't jump on a motherfucker that you can dialogue it out with. Anything he had with Little C's, he could have talked about it. Felt he was bigger and tougher than C, so he attacked him. Same thing with Young Berg. Same thing with the white boy on MCV. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of like an opportunist. Even Boxing Bar was a little dude and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mano don't go past the 150-pound mark. Anybody over $150, he don't want no problems with you. He don't. It's the truth. He don't want no problems with nobody over $150. He don't. Do you do shout outs? Yeah, you got to super chat it though. I can't read. You got to highlight it. Can't see it. Man, no typical bully. When someone barks back, he tucks his tail. Oh yeah, you learn that in institutions, because institutions is full of motherfuckers to be bluffing and shit. It is. And you learn right away that if they try you just a little bit, you should go ape shit on them. Like, you don't have to go ape shit on everybody, but the niggas that try to selective bully shit, they be trying to check your temperature. They be trying to check your temperature. And they'll become more, based on your reaction, they'll become more bold. You know what I'm saying? So when you have the encounter with them, you gotta let, motherfucker, I'm retarded too. I'm retarded too. You know what I'm saying? I'm retarded too. I was in the hole too. I was in maximum security jails too. I was in juvenile fucking lockups too. You got to let them know that right away. You know what I'm saying? Any more docs coming? Yeah, man. I keep dope content, man. You just gotta, you gotta sit tight, my nigga. Can't rush perfection and shit, man. Don't I keep y'all entertained? Don't I keep original content here for y'all? Didn't y'all just see me do the joint about Stacks from the movie Goodfellas with the white guy from New York City crowd? Y'all wasn't expecting that. Y'all wasn't expecting that. That's the crossover dribble. You gotta be versatile. I already interviewed St. Laz and I was on his channel twice. Main low-key living off a reputation of picking on weak individuals. He said he's surprised he didn't pull up on me yet. You seen somebody pull up on me. You seen somebody confront me on camera, right? That nigga was almost 300 pounds. He was built like an ape. He had on knee pads and gloves and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? That say something to somebody like Mano. He know, you know what I'm saying? You gauge a guy by his adversaries and shit. That's how you gauge a man. You know what I mean? He have conflict with motherfuckers like Young Berg and Lil C's. I have conflict with gorillas. He said you was shook. No, I wasn't. I didn't want to shoot him. I grew up with him. I know his mother. He know my mother. I won a championship with his brother and shit. I didn't want to shoot him. I didn't want to shoot him. Not only that, it would have been stupid to do anything in front of my place of business. I had two stores at the time. I was in the sob. You seen the cable hanging from my neck, flooded with ice. Gully TV piece way back then and shit. I don't want to do anything with you, man. You in a Buick, my nigga. And right now, you ain't in nothing and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you here, man. No, I don't know. You got to know how to think for your opponent and shit. Why would I do anything with you? You broke. I have a business. Inside the business, I had employees working and shit. You know what I'm saying? There's people trying to feed their families and shit. You know what I mean? Punching a clock for me and shit. No, I don't want to fight you, man. I want your bum ass to get the fuck from in front of my store. You know what I'm saying? For real. I bullshit you not, man. Like, I shot an older nigga before about a chain. He told on me. I was in court feeling like I was confused like a motherfucker. Like, Did this nigga just tell these people I shot him? Are you fuckers? Man. I went to the preliminary hearing with a Nike sweatsuit on, man, and Jordans. I knew I was getting out. This grown-ass motherfucker, I'm 17, he 24. He just come home from the penitentiary with my older brother. Jump on me with some niggas and take my chain. I caught up with his ass. You know what I'm saying? Straightened his ass right the fuck out. Put his ass on the top story of the news. Top story of the news. You know what ended up happening? You know what ended up happening? I was in jail for about 11 months. Fighting this case. I was on probation. Had to sell my car. All kind of shit. So I'm like, I couldn't believe the older niggas did this type shit. I'm thinking we gonna get down in the streets and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it started that way. But as soon as you put them hot balls in a nigga ass, he don't want to do it no more and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now I couldn't fucking believe that this motherfucker told on me in my face at the preliminary hearing. Man, you know if they bound this shit over, man, I'm about to have to be here for like 10 months. God damn, like, I couldn't believe it. I had a girl at the time I was trying to get home to. I'm like, oh. I didn't even know that life worked like that. I didn't. I'm not going back to jail fucking with one of these niggas. You get locked up, they talking about they want your car. Now you want my car. You know what I'm saying? I've been through that before, man. Like, it's fucked up. It's a fucked up situation to be in. You feel me? And I'm going to tell you another fucked up situation. The most fucked up, tight situation is trying to reverse a ruling that they've already given out in court. You feel me? For instance, let's say I pay him off and he don't come to court, right? They not going to let me go. You know what they going to do? They going to postpone the shit another 90 days because they got to look for this motherfucker. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm locked the fuck up because I'm on fucking probation. I got to buy more commissary. My bitch on the street getting more dick from ain't no telling who. You know what I'm saying? It's a lose-lose situation. They not going to let you, man, they don't let you go until they have no other recourse, no other way of putting you in jail. They be knowing that they can't find a witness. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, witness dip out. Prosecutors, they can't find him, right? Instead of them dropping the case, you know what they do? They come and offer you a plea bargain. Ain't that a bitch? They come and offer you a plea bargain. They don't say, yo, we can't find the victim, we're throwing this out. No, they don't do that. They offer you a plea bargain. You feel me? So you being pled to some shit unknowingly, and you didn't even have a case anymore. They don't got a victim, nothing. Instead of them coming and say, yo, go on about your business, man. This shit over, we can't. No, they offer you a plea. They still trying to get your ass. You know what I'm saying? They still trying to. I went through that young. That was one of the most vulnerable times of my life, man. I felt helpless. Straight up. He said, Gully, they be trying to set you up to go back to jail. No, I'm not doing it. I got one state number, man. I caught it when I was 19 and shit. That ought to tell you something about me and shit. I got pretty good sense. I learned something from the first time. I did. He said, yeah, they want a conviction. This is the fucking truth. Hell yeah, they want a conviction. He said it's hard she said it's hard to come out them dark places. They don't be trying to turn you loose, man, and I just don't want that. Fuck that. Anyway, I got to get up out of here, man. For those who tuning in, keep rising to the top, man. Keep tuning into the dribble. Alright? Mano, nobody's hating on you, pimp. Nobody. At best, you's a Elks Club nigga at this point. Them the type venues you play in. Post 700, the Elks, that type of shit. But you not relevant at all, my nigga. Like, nobody's buying a ticket to come see you and shit. And I doubt it if a promoter at this point is even booking you. Who the fuck think you gonna recoup? You're not gonna recoup nobody's money. You not. This is the truth. You feel me? Like, if Jim Jones gave you an extra like year or two on on your existence, you been done, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We watched you go through transitions. Whenever the corny shit came through hip hop, you tried it. Remember he had on the nerd glasses? Remember niggas was wearing them Ray-Bans? Them black frame Ray-Bans and shit? He's a fucking poser and shit. Like, whatever happens, chameleon type nigga. He'll participate in it. He don't got no fucking morals and shit. Y'all remember he had them nerd glasses on? When niggas was wearing them nerd glasses? Y'all remember that? He did it too. He did it too. That tells you what type of person this motherfucker is. He'll do anything to fit in. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jim gave him another life. And he actually wasted his time and shit because that Lobby Boy shit, he said the Malcolm X joints. No, they was Ray-Bans. Wasn't no Malcolm involved. Frames with no lenses. Anyway, I got to go, man. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Man, I couldn't get to you, man. Hassan gun butted you before I could get to you, but I came through. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Twitter at Gully TV 1. Go to the website, get you some knittage, therealdribble.com. You got it? Alright. He said he made fun of skinny jeans, then he started wearing them. Yeah, all kind of goofy shit, man. This is one of the most goofiest thugs I ever came in contact with, yo. And again, ask yourself, I be wherever I want to be. I be on flyers. He don't want that. He don't. He know better. Anyway, good night, everyone. Peace.